How do you find your soulmate? Hi, my name is Solera. I am a spiritual channel. I'm also the author of the Life Manual Trilogy, which is a series of texts given to me by spiritual guides to uplift the consciousness of humanity. You can find those on Amazon. So, all right, today I have a question from another lady, and she's asking, so will I ever meet my soulmate? So I'll ask them. Yes, we hear you. So the topic of soulmate is really more about the soul within yourself. Let us clarify. So a lot of people think, I'm going to go find this other soul, and they're supposed to be, with me for the rest of my life, and we're going to live happily ever after. We say, well, actually, a lot of people are your soulmates. Pretty much all the people that you've met are your soulmates. So you've sort of agreed, before you reincarnate, I'm going to play with this person, I'm going to play with this person, I'm going to go play with this person. It's like you go to a playground and you meet a lot of kids, and when you're a child, you're just like, oh, I'm going to play with this person, play with that person. So a lot of people that might have come into your life were your soulmates, right? So the question is not about finding soulmate, is really, you really want to know, oh, is there somebody who's going to stick around for the rest of my life? That's really what you're saying. So we want to clarify that, this idea of happily ever after. Yes, some people would decide that this is what they want, and then they would go about, organizing their life in a way to create that, to manifest that. It is not a requirement. Okay, it's not a requirement in life to find your soulmate and to have, this long-term relationship. Some people are just happy being alone, and that's totally fine, we say. It's totally not like a requirement. But if that's what you want, we say we understand, because you're a social animal and you like to be together. But to require someone to be with you, forever and ever, is, well, we say, in some ways you're doing it from a very demanding perspective. It's like you have to stick around. Instead of approaching relationship in this way, we would say, I love you and I care about you, but you're a free human being. You can go wherever you want, you can do whatever you like, and you can be yourself, and that's totally okay with me. Now, we would say almost none of you, almost none of you, can truly really say these words. We don't really mean it, in a negative way. It's just that most of you are in a relationship to demand something from somebody else, to want them to act in a certain way towards you. You don't really want them to be free. You don't really want them to be different. You don't to be themselves. You want them actually to be what you want them to be. And when they don't behave in that way, you are really upset. So unfortunately, that's sort of the state of reality for a lot of you. And if you look at where you are, statistically, so many of you get married and you get divorced, right? And within 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you're not living your happily ever after, because you're not even living happily ever after within yourself. You see how this works? It's like you're so busy trying to fix that person that you're not actually really focusing on all these things that you could be creating on your own. But you think that, well, I need my partner to do that. Like, I need him to do the dishes, and I need him to take care of the kids like this. That you end up, it's like you're so busy focusing on that you've sort of forgotten your own dreams. And we say, instead of focusing your energy doing that, manage yourself as best as you can. We understand sometimes it's very hard, especially if you're a parent, but manage yourself as best as you can. And then we say that actually really spend time dreaming and basking in sort of like the fantasy land of what you really want. And it may or may not be with your current partner, okay? Or if you're single, it just means that you as long as you kind of keep dreaming and defining all these things that you really want in your life, then you can tell the universe, this is what I want. So we say soulmate is sort of like this idealized topic. We say you idealize this question of soulmate. It's like a lot of people have been your soulmates, and a lot of people will be your soulmates. We say just welcome them all, okay? But what you really are looking for is, it's like a set of dreams, right? That includes maybe a long-term partner, maybe a dog, maybe a couple kids, a career that's satisfying, income that's satisfying. You have a lot of things that you want, right? That's specific to you. We say it's really more about creating this happy person within first, okay? Instead of dragging the other person along and then demanding them to do stuff and then blaming them when they don't do stuff. That's just very difficult. It's just a very, very difficult way to live, and you will never fully be happy living in this way, okay? So we sort of have gone about it in a circular way today. We're not saying, yes, you're going to find your soulmate, and no, you're not going to find your soulmate. Because there are just a lot of soulmates out there. So, but really think about what would be your perfect ideal life and start to embody that, right? More and more so. And as you embody that ideal version of who you want to be, we say it's not that hard to find someone, to attract someone, because you can be radiating joy, and that's very infectious, and people love people who are happy, right? So we say start from this perspective, and then you will find that life will start to go in the direction you want it to go. Okay, so we'll close the reading for today. Okay, so yeah, I totally understand. Finding a soulmate is such a big topic for so many of us. Whether you're single, you're in a relationship that you're unsure, or if you're married, because at the end of the day, you're still with somebody else that's not you, right? They have their own dreams and goals that may not be the same as yours. So yeah, I really hear this lesson that they've given, and it's something that I honestly still have to work on, and so I am in the same boat as always. Okay, I'm going to let you go and have a fantastic day today. Be sure to subscribe to Solera for Humanity on YouTube, or follow us on Life Lessons for Every Day from the guys in our Facebook group, and I will see you next time.